This is exercise 4 for the Lofts and Polygons lesson. Again, for exercise 4, we'd like to start with a blank inch part template file, and we'll begin by showing our planes, and we can hide the front and side plane because we'll be working from the top plane entirely. Let's select the top plane now, select Features, and select Reference Geometry, then select Plane. In this case, we want to create an offset plane at 1 3/4 of an inch. So let's enter that and go ahead and select OK. Now on the top plane, we can begin sketching our profile. Select the top plane and select Sketch. Next, select the Circle command. Start drawing the circle at the origin and use a Smart Dimension to define the diameter to 1.5 inches. With that sketch complete and fully defined, we can save and exit the sketch. Next, we'll begin sketching on the top plane and select Sketch. We can select Normal to, so we're looking directly at the plane, and then we'll sketch a circle. Let's define our circle using a Smart Dimension to 1 1/4 inches. Next, we'll select a center line. We can sketch a vertical center line and a horizontal center line starting at the origin. And then again, we'll sketch a vertical center line and a horizontal center line. This time, connecting the edges of our circle. Next, we can create an equal relationship between our two smaller center lines. Next, we can select the Circle command and sketch a smaller circle. Choose a Smart Dimension to define the diameter of the smaller circle to 3/4 of an inch. And then we'll add a tangent relationship to both of our smaller center lines. We can also add a coincident relationship to the end of one of our smaller center lines. This should now fully define our smaller circle. Next, we'll use a Trim tool to trim the outer portion of that smaller circle, and then we can select the Mirror command. Let's mirror the small arc of the smaller circle about one of our longer center lines, and select OK. We'll activate the Mirror command again, and again select the two arcs, this time mirroring around the other center line, and select OK. We can now use the Trim tool to trim the remaining pieces of our sketch and conclude using a sketched fillet. We'll use a radius of 1/8 of an inch and fillet all of the sharp corners. This completes our sketch, and with it fully defined, we can save and exit the sketch. Our last step is to select Features and then select Loft. We'll start with our top sketch and then select our bottom sketch. Let's select Start End Constraints. We'll use a start constraint that's normal to the profile for a distance of 1 inch, and an end constraint that's normal to the profile for a distance of 1/2 inch. With these options selected, we can select OK. Let's conclude this part by adding a fillet around the top edge. We'll select the Fillet feature and enter a radius of 0.9375. And then select OK. And that concludes exercise 4. This exercise is a little bit of a bathroom faucet. I hope you found this exercise and this series of lessons a help.